So you're looking to move to the Greater Lansing Michigan area, and you've been hearing a little bit about Holt, and you're wondering, what does the lay of the land look like in that area? Well, in this video, I'm going to be doing a map tour of Holt as well as South Lansing because they kind of mesh together. And I'm going to be talking about some of the locations, some of the landmarks within the area, the schools. And please stay tuned until the end because I'm going to be giving you some tips on some back ways you can take to many of the landmarks within the Greater Lansing, Michigan area. So I invite you to sit back, relax, because we're going to get started with this map tour on Lansing, Michigan life right now. Hey everybody, Troy Seifert here with the Capital Area Real Estate Specialist in the Greater Lansing, Michigan area. And we get phone calls all the time from people who are just like you watching this channel, people who are looking to buy or sell real estate in the Greater Lansing, Michigan area. And if that's you, I would love to be able to have the opportunity to talk with you on the phone. So call, you can text me, email, also schedule a Zoom with me. I would love to be able to talk with you even face to face. Just talk about what your future real estate goals are. It doesn't have to be anytime soon. It can be 9 days or 90 days or 9 months from now. It doesn't matter, but I would love to be able to have the opportunity to talk with you. And if this is your first time on the channel, or if it's your 19th time on the channel, I don't know why I said that number 19, but anyway, if you've been on this channel for a while, you haven't done so yet, please like, subscribe, or ring the bell for any notifications so that you can be the first to be notified when a new episode of Lansing, Michigan Life goes live. And we've been having them go live once or twice a week, so you're definitely gonna wanna be able to like or subscribe to this channel. All right, so we have the start to our map tour of Holt, Michigan. Now, usually I have my laptop right in front of me. Well, I have my laptop over in this area. The lighting's a little bit better. So I'm gonna head on over there and I'll meet you on my laptop for the next part of our tour of Holt, Michigan, as well as the southern part of Lansing. They go hand in hand, and you'll see why when we do this map tour. So I'll see you over there. Okay, everybody. So I kind of came over here just because, you know, I had to kind of put the lighting down, and it's a little bit better to be over in this spot over here. So right here, you can see on my screen the area of Holt. You can see this is the entire Greater Lansing area over here. And where we're going to be paying attention in this video is around this area right over here, because right here is Holt. Okay, this is where Holt is located. But now you can see with where Holt is located, you'll see there's an interstate right here, there's an interstate right here, and you know, as I'm kind of on the outside view of this, I do want to show you here that, you know, here in downtown Lansing, this is where the state of Michigan is, and this is where people are employed there. West side of Lansing, you wanted to go to the west side, you would take 96 here, go up this way, and right here is where Delta Township is over here, and that's where corporations like Auto Owners and GM are. And then you would typically take this route up here because you see East Lansing right here where Michigan State University is. So pretty friendly to highways, I would say. But as we zoom into Holt, you'll see that it's a very special community. And so let's take a closer look. So I'm gonna go down here. Okay, you can see Holt right here. Okay, so, you know, I keep thinking to myself when I make these videos, what are some things that you're really gonna wanna know on a map tour? And so, you know, I kind of want to keep these in headings for you so you know, hey, like what's going to be helpful for me if I'm moving to the area that I would want to know about Holt. So the first thing I kind of want to point out about Holt to you is that you can see some of the, you know, you see how it's a different color here, cream color, okay? Whenever you're looking on these map tours, you will see that means that that's where residential areas are. So there's a lot of neighborhoods. Obviously, you can see with some of these, you can see those side streets, you know, over there. So you can see over in this area that in Holt, which Holt kind of goes out this way and can, you know, even with Holt schools, it can go all the way out here, which we'll see, you know, later on. And it can go even further south a little bit, like around this area. So the green areas are where you're gonna see, like, that's where there's a lot more country. So like if you're looking for a property with acreage, you're going to be more so on the south side of Holt, which might make you a little bit further away from everything. And then you can see like the neighborhoods, they really did build a lot of the neighborhoods up here within the near future. And if you took a look at some of my prior, or at one of my prior videos, I talked about that since the year 2000, Holt has seen significant growth. And in the year 2000, they were at 11,000 people. Then in 2010, the census showed that they were at 23,000 people, which is a significant increase. So you'll see there's a lot of neighborhoods within the Holt area. Now, so you'll kind of see vicinity-wise, there's an interstate exit right here. There's another interstate exit right here. So there are a few interstate exits, a couple within Holt's that you'd be able to use for easy highway access as well. The other thing that people typically want to find out about is, hey, like what's there? Like what's in Holt? What is there to do? And again, if you looked at one of my prior videos, I said that Holt really doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. The one thing I want to point out to you is that right here you see Cedar Street. This is pretty much the main drag that runs north and south, and it'll take you to a lot of the things to do. It'll take you to a lot of like you will take Cedar Street to get to a lot of the grocery stores, the shopping, the entertainment. Okay, so that's something for you to be able to be aware of here, that I'm going to be referencing this street, Cedar Street, right here. Okay, and as I zoom in here, I'll be able to kind of show you along this main drag is where you'll find some of the landmarks and some of the shopping. One of the things I featured before was a place called Edgerew Skate Center. And it's a cool little skate center that has laser tag in it. It has an arcade. They also have, during the summertime, they have an ice cream shop that has a drive-through with it. But this is the place, especially in the wintertime, birthday parties happen here all of the time. And it's one of the only roller rinks within the Greater Lansing area. Extremely popular, definitely packed on a weekend, and they definitely have theme nights throughout the week. They've been in business for years. So a great entertainment place, but really if I'm gonna highlight like what's the place that kind of sets Holt apart, I mean, there's one of two places. So if I continue to go a little further north, no, it's not Taco Bell, it's not Subway. Let's see here, yeah, right here, okay? So where I was, you saw Edgerew Skate, right here. We go a little further north, you'll see the Veterans Memorial Gardens, which it's kind of like it's not right off of Cedar Street, but it's pretty close. I mean, you then take a side road off of here, and then you can get to the gardens over here. So Veterans Memorial Gardens is a really cool place that honors the fallen veterans in the Greater Lansing area. One of the only places that shows the names of some of those people, and it's a beautiful park. And especially in the wintertime, they have Christmas decorations. During the summertime, they have concerts, they have movies, they have a little amphitheater area over there. So it's a nice little landmark that Holt has as well. But other than that, there's, kind of like when you saw the big area of Holt, you saw a lot of neighborhoods. There's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of building. And if you've been following my videos about Holt, you've been, hearing that the school system's quite large. So then where does everybody go? Well, again, I told you to follow Cedar Street, because Cedar Street, I'm continuing to going further north here, and this is where you're going to start seeing some of the things. So you've got a local place called Gravity Smokehouse Barbecue. Now this has a Holt address because we are getting right at the line of Holt and Lansing. I mean, it's extremely close here. So Gravity Smokehouse Barbecue place, I've never eaten there, but you can see the reviews, 4.2 stars out of 1,000 views. So it's got decent reviews. You got your Planet Fitness for workout. You got your AutoZone as you continue to go further north. You got Burger King. This Kroger right over here, which is just north, this is also located in Holt. It's a really nice Kroger. They've done some remodeling throughout the years there, but that's where you'll primarily do some of your grocery shopping. I don't know why I highlighted Burger King there, but you continue to go further north, and then you'll see, okay, here's Lowe's, okay? But you see, when I highlighted Lowe's, look over here to where my mouse cursor is, and it says Lansing, Michigan 48911. So there's where that divide is between Holt and Lansing. And this is the southern part of Lansing. And so as we continue to make our journey here on Cedar, you just go a little further north, and now you're seeing an Aldi. You're seeing a Menards. Another place that you will see over here is you go further north on Cedar, and you're going to go this way. Do that. You're gonna go, on Cedar, you see like there's Wendy's right there, and then you're going to, if you're traveling north, you're going to turn on this road, Edgewood Boulevard. Now, Edgewood Boulevard, I don't know why this isn't highlighted here, but right here is a Target. So the south side has a Target. And so it's really it could be about 5 minutes away from you in Holt. Now, if you're further south, it could be about 10 to 15 minutes because Holt can be quite spread out, but you do have a Target there. And if you keep going, there's a Steak and Shake, I believe, right here, if it's still open. I know Steak and Shakes aren't doing so well right now. Then you do have a Texas Roadhouse over here. So it's funny, like when I'm showing this screen to you, they're really highlighting the only two chain restaurants where you can sit down. Applebee's, which is this way, Texas Roadhouse. Other than chain sit-down restaurants, there's not really a whole lot of sit-down places that are national chains, okay? Southside, what I will say about the south side of Lansing is there's some good retail there. There's some good things that you will need for your everyday things. But a lot of the buildings that are older, there's a lot of vacant buildings in the south side. And so, people might feel like it might be a little bit more run down over on the south side of Lansing, but you still have, stuff here. You have Menards, you have Lowe's, you have Texas Roadhouse. Another one of my favorites right here is Celebration Cinema. That is my favorite multiplex in the entire Lansing area, and they have it here on the south side of town. So again, like they have a really good movieplex. They have a couple restaurants. They just opened up a Panera, which is right around this vicinity over here. They just opened up this Panda Express that is right here as well. So Panda Express is brand new. If I continue to go further north, you'll see here's Meijer, which is our Walmart in the Greater Lansing area. And I'm not going to go all the way up Cedar Street because Cedar Street can take you all the way up to the north part of Lansing where DeWitt is. Okay, so I'm not going to take you all the way up there. I'm going to kind of stop here, like around where there's another road called Jolly Road. I'll stop there. But right here is a local place called King Ocean Crab. If you've ever been to a seafood boil place, this is the place you're going to want to go, because there's two places in town where you can get seafood boils. One is this, the other one is Tangy Crab, located in Delta Township, which is the west part of town. So if you're a big fan of having a seafood boil, it's great. It's pricey because seafood isn't very plentiful in the Lansing area, but if you're wanting something with corn and potatoes, like the old-fashioned seafood boil, this is the place to go. I feel like a lot of people like this place better than Tangy Crab. And you'll see even with the reviews, 4.6 stars out of 685 reviews ain't bad at all. Then you got Fazoli's. So the south side has Fazoli's. I like going there, especially like with having two little kids. They have Tuesday nights where they have a magician there and kids eat for 99 cents. Love being able to go to Fazoli's sometimes. It's a good, quick place to be able to go to, good fast food Italian. So we do have Fazoli's in our area, and continue to go further north. And I'm going to stop right here, which is Jolly Road. Jolly Road, I feel, is a good good spot here. Jolly Road, if you take this all the way to the east, it'll take you directly into Okemos. It's about you travel on Jolly Road for about a good 5-6 miles. It'll take you directly into Okemos. But right here you'll see, you know, if you continue to go further north, there's just a lot of vacant buildings in the south side of town. And so I'm only going to go as far as this, but now you kind of have an idea of what's around this area, what's here. You know, again, you have an Aldi, you have some used car lots, Paradise Motor and Spartan Toyota. So as far as things to do, are there things there? Yeah, I mean, there's things there. There's some fast food things. There's a couple restaurants. But if I were to compare the south side to Delta Township, which you saw in one of my videos, it can't compare. Way more in Delta Township. And Delta Township is building stuff. So, you know, the newest thing they built, I think I showed it to you, was a Panda Express. Like, whoa, Panda Express, it's great, okay? The other thing that they are going to be building, and I don't think it's speculation, it's going to happen in the next year, is that they're building a Chick-fil-A over here. So, I mean, hey, it's not like there's nobody over there, but it's not as booming as Delta Township. It's not as booming as where Eastwood Town Center is, which I featured before. It's not as booming as Okemos and that area where the Meridian Mall is. It's not quite like that, but there are things here and there are some conveniences here on this side of town. A lot of people also want to know, hey, like what are the schools like over here? So I'm going to show you where the schools are located here. Now, in my prior videos, I think I told you Holt has 5,000 students. They're one of the larger school systems in the Greater Lansing area. So a lot of the schools, a lot of them end up being, and I don't know like why, like some, at one time, like all of these were showing up, but a majority of the schools are, here, let me go out one more for schools, you guys. Sorry about this. Okay. So a lot of the schools end up being within this vicinity around Holt Road. Like if you see this road right here, Holt Road, you're gonna have a lot of the schools over there, okay? The one thing I want to point out to you before I get closer into each of the schools are, you know, you have like 4 elementary schools within that vicinity right there. You have there's 2 5th and 6th grade buildings within the Holt school system. Then you do have a junior high building and you have the Holt High School. Okay, all of those things are within that vicinity. So if you live within some of the neighborhoods there, a lot of your schools are going to be close, and a lot of it, like, you know, what elementary school am I going to go to if there are 4 elementary schools? Well, it depends on your location and what neighborhood you are in. School of choice, and again, just kind of reminding you, if you're school of choice and you don't live in the Holt area, they will just put you into a school that has an opening. So you could be at any of them, okay? The one thing I want to point out to you, if you look over here to the left where I'm circling, there's a city called Dimondale. I'm probably not going to do a video on this city because it's so small. Dimondale is, I wouldn't call it a suburb of Holt, but it's connected to Holt. The one thing that Dimondale has is it has a very, very, very small downtown that has a really cool breakfast place called Morning Glory. I've been there before for breakfast. It's great. They have a little ice cream shop. They have a place that people can do graduation parties or events. I've been to a graduation party there. So, but Dimondale is not a very large place. In fact, the claim to fame for Dimondale is that they've got this nice, well, not this nice, it's the Grand River that runs through it. And so there's a lot of people that might have homes on the river and homes with property that might be on acreage that might have river access to it. So that's a very big draw for Dimondale. So if you look over here, you'll see there's an elementary school over here. Well, Troy, why are you pointing out this elementary school? Well, this is a part of Holt Schools. So if this is kind of similar to Grand Ledge, and that, remember, if you looked at my map tour from before, and if this is your first time seeing this, I'm not meaning to bore you, so I'm not going to talk long, but in Grand Ledge, there's a school called Waukees Elementary School, and it's in Eagle, Michigan. So it's a little bit further away from everything else. Well, this is the same thing with Diamonddale. Diamonddale Elementary School is a part of the Holt school system. So if you live in Diamonddale, you do have your own elementary school up until 4th grade. But then when it's 5th, 6th grade, and 7th, 8th, 9th through 12th, this is where you're going to spend a majority of your time. So it's probably going to be a good 10-minute drive for you to get to any of the schools. So it's something for you to be aware of. Diamonddale could be a place that you end up at, but it's going to be further away from some of the other schools because it is a part of the Holt school system. So just wanted you to be aware. Now, there are some Lansing addresses, if it's Lansing 48911, that are a part of Holt schools because they're just really close to the line where Holt schools are, okay? And then when you get up to, let me see here, because I think this is going to be helpful for some of you to know as well, so that I'm not doing something here that I don't think is beneficial. But when you get very close to like this line over here, like close to like where all that retail is, and you go north of that, so you go north of 96, I would say. So if you go north of 96, you will be in Lansing schools, okay? Lansing school system is, there are people that think Lansing school system is a fine school system, but some people want to be able to be in Holt. They feel like it might be a better school system for them. So if that's the case, don't think that, oh, well, we're so close to Holt that we're Holt schools over here. You get north of this line, and I'm pretty positive that that's where the cutoff is for being a part of the Lansing school system. So you have to be very aware of that when you're looking for homes. There could be a Lansing address that has Holt schools, yes. But just because a place could be close to Holt, you still might be in Lansing school system. So you have to be aware of that. But Holt does have school of choice. It's just you're not going to have the bus service. You're just going to have to drive your kid to school then for that. So just something for you to be aware of as you're looking into potentially moving here. I feel like that's something that would be very beneficial. Now, the other thing that I feel that people are wanting to know about when they're looking to move here are, well, there is one park that I did want to highlight here. So there is one park that I did not get to. It's a Valhalla. This would be the more popular park in Holt. The reason being is because there's a nice little lakefront beach that has just a sandy beach that kids can swim in. I guess adults could too, but when it's hot outside, that's where people can swim in Holt. They also got cross-country skiing. I believe they also have a sledding hill over there. So it's a Four Seasons park, and that would be the best park if you're a big park fan as well. All right, so as far as commute goes, for those of you who are looking to, let's say like you live in Holt, but you work at Michigan State University, okay? Something I want you to be aware of is that there are some nice little back roads that you can take to get to campus. So you see right here, Holt. Holt Road is another major road, and like if you see Holt Road, it's so easy to remember because the city name is in it, right? So there are some people that live very close to College Road, goes north and south, right? So if I take College Road here and I continue to go north, I don't have to take the highways. I don't have all that congestion, right? And I just continue to take this all the way north. Then there's another side road right over here that I turn right on. And I believe right over here is Hagedorn Road. And Hagedorn Road, not meaning to make this confusing for you, sorry. And then, I'm going on College Road, right? And then I turn right onto a street called Bennett Road. And then I go north on Hagedorn. This is going to take me right, I could keep going north, and you'll see here's Michigan State University. So there's some nice little back roads that you can take. If you want to get to Okemos, but you don't want to take the highways, you can take that College Road, go north, and then you could turn right over here on Jolly Road. And the other thing, like another major place or another major employer in our area is Jackson National. Jackson National is right around this. I think it's actually right around this area over here. It's just south of 96 Highway. So you could essentially just take College Road and then take it to Sand Hill Road and then go right, turn left on Okemos Road, and you would be right at Jackson National. But if you want to go to Okemos, then you got, you know, Cracker Barrel right here and some of the other areas here. You can definitely take it to Okemos over there. So there are some nice back roads. I mean, the thing that I kind of love about Holt, and this is the last thing I'll kind of, you know, point out to you guys with this that you'll notice, is that Holt, it's kind of like a grid. I mean, really the only street that is kind of strange as far as like it doesn't go directly north and south would be Cedar, but Cedar still, like, it ends up straightening out. So you see Cedar kind of does this, but look at all the roads going, like, you know, east to west. Look how straight that is, right? And then north and south, you got Aurelius Road here, that goes north and south. North Edgar, that can go, you know, that goes north into Cedar Street. You got College Road, that takes you all the way up to East Lansing. And then you even got Okemos Road here, because Holt Road can go all the way into Okemos Road as well. You know, there are a bunch of back roads that all you just really have to remember in Holt if you're lost is, hey, right now I'm going east and west. Let me find another road that'll take me north and south. You can kind of see, you know, again, like it's like a grid. It's pretty nice in Holt, pretty easy to get around in that area. So again, I hope that this map tour was beneficial for you. I hope that you were able to have just a feeling of what the Holt area would look like. It does have some of the lowest purchase prices for homes. Taxes are quite high to kind of offset some of that, but it does have some of the lowest purchase prices. But again, you have to kind of weigh the options, because they say real estate's about location, 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 and just to the east is Okemos that has some more retail things, some more conveniences over there, and there are 100,000 more. So it's whatever's gonna be important to you, and you're gonna have to see what are the things that are deal breakers to me, what are the things that I can live with, okay? So again, hopefully this is helpful to you. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, or ring the bell for any notifications on my channel if you want to continue to see new content. Also, please call, text, email me. You can even comment below just in the comments if you have any questions, but call, text, email, schedule a Zoom like this. You know, we'd be able to talk. I'd love to be able to talk with you as well. But until next time, everybody, make it a great day. Take care.